only took you 20 years. Well, I suppose that was the deal I made with your dad. That was a long time though. Maybe I should have bargained for less years. They start getting tired when they get too old. So, your dad raised you well to repay for his debt? Not very polite. I guess that'll do. This place. Your father didn't tell you? You're in Hotel de Luna. I own it. You guessed it. It's not a regular hotel. Oh yes, there's guests. You just can't quite see them right now. They like to go out during the night, and during the day they're quite busy. So he did tell you. Well, less work for me, I guess. Yes. Our guests are dead people. Oh, so you didn't believe him? You should have. Yes. They stay at our hotel before moving on to heaven. We give them those last moments of peace. I need a new manager. You're stopped today. Well, do you have something better to do? Interesting. So you want to work in the top hotels just because you went to Harvard? Top hotels don't have what we have. No. They don't have our staff. They don't have our amenities. They don't have our service. They don't have our guests, certainly not. They just don't have the experience. But if you'd rather work in some busy, boring hotel, then that's your choice. But your father has a debt that you must pay by working for me. So I guess you don't really have a choice. As a manager, you'll need to welcome guests, to see them off to heaven. Yes, of course. A limousine comes to take them, and they'll go to the tunnel. You'll oversee everything. make sure there's no issue anywhere in the hotel. And you'll manage your finances. I'm a little bit indebted. Well, I've lived for centuries now, so situations happen. You know what? Let's go to that restaurant. Yes, you know the one around the corner. Yes, I've always wanted to be there. They make these dumplings, and there's that guy. He's eaten so many dumplings, and he actually has a record. I think we should go and eat, and I'll explain everything. Fine then. You're starting now. Look, just try today and make a decision. Yes. I forgot your birthday gift. Well, let's say that now. You'll see the guests. Today, you'll have a bunch of new guests. I need their age, their name, I need to know the way they died and what is their last wish before moving on to heaven. You'll collect me all these informations and the rooms. Yes. No. They're not regular rooms. See this question, their last wish. We need to know to build their room. Their room will turn into whatever they want, anything, the last moments they want to spend in this life before moving on to the next life. For example, some like to eat, some like to spend days in a cabin in the mountains, just listening to the silence. So, yes, they spend the day in their rooms, and then in the night, they go out, and that's why you can see them. Now you'll be able to see them. Huh? They've arrived. One thing, don't be scared. None of them will try to hurt you, but I wouldn't like them to be offended. Some of them, well, I guess I'll leave you the surprise. Just try to be respectful. Well, don't you have a job?
What is your name?
Sister Catherine.
What is your age?
I'm 38.
How did you die?
I was murdered. I betrayed my church by falling in love with a woman, so I had to be punished for my sins. They hung me in front of her.
What is your last wish?
To party, to get drunk, and eat lots of junk.
My name is Cooper Stevens. I'm 29 years old.
How did you die?
My band was on tour. We were about halfway through. We were playing a show and there weren't very many people there. I got upset. In a show of rebellion, I decided to stage a dive, hoping the 5 people there would catch me, but they moved out of the way. Apparently I hit the ground harder than I thought I would.
What is your last wish?
I want to play a concert for 100,000 people where they're singing along and they know every word and our music means something to them.
My name is William Igneous Tiberius Smith, but you may call me Will for short. I am, or was, 29 years old.
Do you remember how you died?
Yes, I remember how I died. One night, in light of the full moon, I was riding into town on my horse when something jumped out. I don't remember what, but it was enough to spook the horse and throw me back. I must have banged my head or something, because the rest, I'm afraid, is a blur.
Last wish.
There was a tavern in town. Small place, but I would very much like to see it again. It's where I was on my way, in fact, before it happened. I'd like to sip its ale once more, listen to the music play on the piano, feel the warmth of the fire, and watch as the people danced around.
Nay. What's my name? Lisa. Yes. Lisa Taylor.
What is your age?
Probably much older now. Though I was about 26 before the accident.
Do you remember how you died?
Yeah, sort of. I was headed somewhere. In my car. To where I don't remember. There was a terrible storm. And my car slid off the pavement. I toppled over the bridge and into the lake below. I remember I couldn't get my window or door open. Last thing I remember is the water.
What is your last wish?
I wanted to see the world, to travel, a place I can go, of culture, music, art. Well, I'd like that. interesting. Mm-hmm. Good. See, that wasn't so bad. You seem a little shaken. Well, you'll get used to it. You better be, because you're gonna work here. I repeat, your father is indebted to me. So you are gonna repay that debt. Yes. He bargained your life. If that can comfort you, he didn't have a choice. Death is not always fair. You're going to see some that have died a worse death. You're going to have to listen to their stories and do what's necessary to help them move on. That's why we help them. We have to get them to the next life and make them leave without regrets. Yes. Well, before heaven, there's a bridge that they have to cross, and they walk and walk and walk. And when they cross that bridge, they forget any memory of their life. But from the day they arrive here to their first few steps on the bridge, from here to there, there's so much time where they could think of all their regrets in their life. That's why we're here. We take these regrets and we throw them away for them. Got it? Where do you think the money comes from? By making them satisfied and getting them of all their regrets. We're getting products that we can sell and make human money. And that's where you come in. No, I don't need a ghost manager who's going to come out in the human world and negotiate for things and ask for things. I can't do that. You can, and you will. Me. I'm not dead. I'm not alive. I'm just there. So I need you. No. You're not going to return the gift I gave you. That's impolite. Take the night to think about it. Okay? Tomorrow you come back and we talk about it around dumplings. How's that for a great idea? By the way, if I take the gift back, which I won't, do you think ghosts will just simply stop existing? No, they'll still be all around you. You just won't know it. Think well. Although, you don't really have a choice. Because I'm not going to take back my gift. You're going to have to see all these ghosts forever. So, I suggest you think well. I don't think any top hotel will want to hire someone crazy like you who sees ghosts. That would be interesting. I would like to see. So, come back tomorrow and wear those shoes I sent you. I hate those. That's the color of poop. So wear those shoes instead. I can't be seen next to this. I did buy those with the hotel's money, so what? See? That's why I need you. So go now. Yes. No. You'll keep that gift forever. You have a good night now.